Always the hot guy starting a cult.
Yep.
And I fear that I would join it.
Welcome back to Blabbermouths. I am so excited today because I am here with fellow comedian, content creator, co-host of Good Children. You know him, you love him, Andrew Muscarella.
Oh my God.
Thank
hello.
you.
Of
Hi.
course. Thanks for having me.
Oh my God. I feel like we were already yapping off.
We were.
We really need like GoPros or like other cameras in here that
Behind the
capture
scenes.
behind the scenes
Yeah.
because we were just yapping and we had to tell each other we have to stop talking to save it.
We did come to terms that I just want to, if you're not going to say it, I'm going
Please
to.
say it.
That you're Italian presenting.
Thank you.
Okay. And I think it's like, you're from New Jersey.
I'm from Jersey, so
That's what it is.
That's where it's layered. Andrew, thank you for saying that.
welcome.
Everyone, you heard this here first, blabberheads. I am Italian presenting. Yeah. I may be Irish and German, but you know what? I think that's even better that I can be a third, an Italian presenting person.
A spiritually Italian. You're an Italian moon.
Yeah.
And you're Irish rising and German sun.
Perfect.
There you
I'm
go.
going to put that on my tombstone. I'm going to put up my resume, LinkedIn. I think that would
Please.
actually be really
Nice.
The other day I was having a conversation with someone about LinkedIn. Are you on LinkedIn? Like you don't have
So
to be.
like I am on LinkedIn, but like it's funny because I haven't updated it in like 3 years.
Totally.
But I recently checked and I have like 150 requests.
of
I'm
course,
like,
they're like-
babe, unless you're about to drop $1 million in my pocket, we're
Babe,
not
I'm
chatting.
not doing this. We're not
But
chatting.
people are really posting to LinkedIn.
It's turned into like the new Facebook of our
Yeah.
generation where people are obsessed with using it as like a new, I mean, it's kind of like a social media, but like,
Yeah.
I'm like scrolling on there on the way to the bar. I'm like obsessed with like, what can I catch up on? Because it's
obsessed.
like, people are really out there using this.
Yeah.
Granted, I like it too.
Are you checking in on what people are doing?
It's so, okay, yep. Mhm.
That's kind of nice.
It's nice. I'm actually doing it also to like check on people that I've like forgotten about.
Right.
Checking them. I went to an all boys high school, so I'm like looking, what are these guys up to?
Right.
One is starting a cult, literally. I won't say
Okay.
the name here, but I was like, wow. this-
Okay.
yeah, sure.
He was driven. you know, to do something.
It's something, and he's doing something. And he was like a really hot guy that I was like always looked up to, and I was like, you are amazing.
Always the hot guy starting a cult.
I mean, I guess that's how cults
And
get started.
I fear that I would join it.
No, I sometimes sit there and go, no, this would never work on me. And I'm like, no, it would.
I've been in cults before.
Oh, really?
I made that. I did. No, I know. I did. I just like to say shit for saying shit.
Please.
No, I did.
I do that too.
Have you ever heard of Arbonne?
No.
It's not necessarily a cult, but it's definitely an MLM, and it's like. It is like a fasting, like I was just drinking smoothies. No, my body was so tea, but at the same exact time, they were all, I was in it to like.
It was like a pyramid scheme a little bit.
And then, another one was Vima. Have you heard of Vima?
No, I'm like learning so
geez.
much right now.
Vima, I was in high school.
Okay.
I was selling energy drinks to people with
Were
the
you, like,
hopes
their
of getting a
rep?
BMW. Is
Was
how they
that
sold
the
it.
goal? Like that was like, you sell these drinks, you get a BMW.
There was conventions. I went to this random man's house.
I love it.
I was 18. He was maybe 22. And he was hot. But,
Of course.
But I went into his
You
house.
were like, hey, I want to sell you this and maybe give you a smooch on the lips.
Well, no, he was my
he was
my
your-
higher up. And he
Wow.
had the BMW in his driveway.
And he was like,
But
this could be you.
It literally said Vima on the side of it. It's almost mortifying.
Oh, that's mortifying.
But he was aspirational goals.
I was going to say, he was like the person you looked up to. Like,
I need a LinkedIn so I could check out where he's at.
Yeah, wait.
in that cult.
Please. He's probably in that cult that I'm talking about.
Right.
Wow. I love LinkedIn for that purpose, you know? It's fun to see.
nosy.
Like, nobody uses Facebook. Everyone's lying on Instagram. TikTok is like, people have burner accounts. LinkedIn is like, this is
LinkedIn's
real.
always my first place. Like if I'm about to go on a date with somebody and I'm like looking up their name.
That's smart.
LinkedIn always shows up. No, but then do they know that I looked at their account?
So like that's where it's like the catch-20, the Russian roulette of it all. Maybe, but if their profile is getting viewed by a lot of people, it like could just fall within the a wide array of people viewing their profile.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's what I'm hoping too, because I do check out guys on LinkedIn and go, "What's your job?"
Like,
and are you real?
Are you real? Before the date, they're like, you looked at my LinkedIn. I'm like,
No,
oh.
yeah. Like I would love if someone called me out for doing that because I'm
Right.
like, yeah, why not? Like
Exactly.
deadass. The only complaint that I have about LinkedIn is like, I wish people were more unprofessional on there. Like I want to get messy because every post is like, so excited to announce, it's a privilege to share Cher.
Right.
I am so happy to say. I'm like, no. I want to know why you got fired.
Right.
Why were you laid off? Were you in some kind of scandal? Like, give us some. Like,
why are you like messaging your great aunt? You know, it's like I don't need to be talking to you like
no,
that.
I don't need to be doing this.
Like, leave out the M dash.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't need that.
We don't need to run it through Claude.
No.
And just say your actual thoughts.
Say your actual thoughts. And
I'm
like,
pissed today.
I want like AIM. Did you have AIM? I want
course.
AIM statuses that are 45 paragraphs long, run-on sentences of like what's going on.
What was
here.
your aim, if you don't mind sharing?
No, I'm so happy to share. Blue Quad Boy 864.
What's that? Be looking at your quads. I'm like, okay, blue quads.
Oh no, so thank you. My quads, I think they're nice. I'm a
Yeah.
quadruplet. So
Got it.
So blue is my favorite color. Quad, because quadruplet.
Right.
Boy, because I was like,
I'm a boy.
864, something with that numerology, sure.
It's just kind of because it's like, yeah, it's just kind of
It's like
descending.
descending, ends on a 4 maybe.
Like
with
that.
I know. Mine is not as embarrassing as like I thought it should be. Like
There's some
knowing
embarrassing ones.
right, and like knowing the way that I grew up, it should be worse.
Right.
What was yours?
I have two, and one of them is so embarrassing.
Please,
but
if you
it's
could
like
share.
it's embarrassing for attention, and I don't know. Like again, that was my whole brand.
I mean,
but
totally. You're speaking to the right person.
French Horn Geek 96. Like I called myself the geek, you know? Like I beat you to the
Like,
punch.
you can't make fun of me. I'm
No,
a geek.
I'm
I
a
call-
French horn geek. Yeah, so I don't know what that was
Sure.
about. And then it was
Did you play the French horn?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. I mean,
Like, look at me. Look at me. You look at me. He's like, he played the French horn.
He knows his way
He
around
knows
the
how
French
to
horn.
double tongue.
He
No,
knows.
not too much, but yeah, I played the French horn, and then Lacrosse Kid 812.
Oh,
Just kind of felt.
were you a lacrosse player too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Captain of the lacrosse team, high school.
No way.
Yeah, I lived so many different lives. I was a
You-
goalie, and then
Oh, wow.
It was
Okay, I can
really
see
tough.
you're lacrosse presenting.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would say I'm lacrosse. I can be lacrosse presenting, but
Yeah.
I would say I don't feel it in my bones.
Sure.
You
That was a
know.
lifetime ago.
It was I just like to be competitive.
Yeah.
And I like to be good at things.
I'm with you.
And with that, I was like,
I can
okay,
do
let's get the
this.
gay kid on the field and let's make him
Let's make
really
him
good.
Let's make him really. Let's make everyone be like, oh my
Oh,
god.
And then they're in the locker room. They're like, did you see Samantha today? I'm like, have some respect.
Have some respect.
All right, that's
for
my
girl.
friend. Don't talk about
That's
her
my
like
friend. That's my girl. Wait, were you openly gay in high school?
that. No.
Okay.
I didn't come out until I was 23.
Shut up.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
that crazy?
No, it's not. I mean, it's not.
It's not crazy.
No, but no, but I know what you mean. Where you're like, you know it about yourself for so long, and you're
Mm-hmm.
just like, okay, like how did navigating that? I came out when I was like in 8th grade to
Wow.
friends, and I only bring that up because I'm also competitive. No, I'm kidding.
Right.
No,
So you beat me. Great.
Sorry. No, but I think it made it easier having 3 other siblings my age because it was like they already kind of knew that about me, but
Right.
it wasn't like, oh, you're gay. It was just like, oh, that's William being William.
Right.
And I was always curious. Like that's when I meet gay people, I'm like, oh, I want to like know
Right.
when did you come out? Like where's that journey for you? But still, I mean,
You could clock it from a mile away, you know?
No,
I wasn't hiding anything.
Right.
But like people were like, you're gay. And I'm like, no,
No,
I'm
I'm
not.
not.
You're
No.
a freak.
Well, to your point, when you were like, oh, I identified as the geek already, so no one could beat me to the punch.
Right.
That's how it was. Like my dad, I remember talking to my parents about it. I'm like, oh, I'm going to all boys school. This will be a nightmare. And
Exactly.
my parents like, well, you don't have to tell, you don't owe anyone
Mm-hmm.
anything. I'm like, but they're going to ask me. And they're like, my dad's like, I've got the perfect way to shut that down for you. I
Yeah.
go, oh, tell me.
Yeah.
My dad says, when they ask you if you're gay, you say, are you writing a book? Sure. And I was like, okay. And then he said, they're always going to say yes.
Right.
So you say, let them say yes. And then you respond, well, leave that chapter out, make it a mystery. I'm like, wow, Dad. I'm like sitting there. This is so profound.
Okay. Leave that chapter out. It's so good.
When I tell you, Andrew, I was just like in my 8th grade mind, I was like, my dad just solved homophobia.
Right.
And I'm going to demolish these
Right.
straight hunks in my grade. To which I would say, leave that chapter out. Well, of course, like, leave that chapter out.
I'm gonna with anybody asking me a question, I'm gonna immediately say, "Are you writing a book?" Like that is the best comeback ever.
It's the best comeback ever. And I thought it would shut them up. They would literally be like, so are you gay or not? I'm like,
And you're
Dad
like,
didn't-"
stop.
I'm like, Dad. And then at some point I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to say yes. And I
Yeah.
would. And then that's what shut them up. And I was
That's
just like, okay, so Dad kind of steered me down the wrong path with that book question,
Yeah.
but nonetheless iconic of a line.
It's
of a
very
comeback.
iconic.
So you just turned 30. Happy
did.
belated birthday.
Thank you so much.
How is it being 30? I'm going to turn 30 next year. So
Okay.
I need you to guide. Do you have any guiding principles?
It's so crazy once you turn 30, it becomes your old brand. It's like, how's 30? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna literally die. No, I'm feeling a newfound like confidence.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a clean slate is how I'm looking at it. My 20s were great, but
Amazing.
definitely like the latter half of my 20s as I felt like I kind of started to step into my own.
That's good.
But now once 30 hit, I'm the youngest 30-year-old in the world.
Yes.
And I'm literally a baby. And I feel like I have so much life to live.
Yeah.
The looks maxing only continues as you age. So I am so excited to see what I look like when I'm
excited
40.
for you.
You know?
No, it's so funny that you mentioned you're like, oh, I'm the youngest 30-year-old. Weirdly enough, like I'm turning 29 in 2 weeks. I'm like, wait, why does that feel older than 30?
It does.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's like a random year.
yeah, it's like, what am I doing here? There's a 9 next to a
And
2.
you're ancient.
I'm ancient. But once I turn 30, like, you're like, wait a second. Who's this baby? Who is
No.
this? I'm interviewing a baby right now.
And I love, no, genuine. I'm like, just gonna put my thumb in my mouth. And all the people that I surround myself with, I guess, tend to be a little bit older than me.
Totally.
So I'll be like, they're like, how old are you again? I'm like 30. And they're like, you are literally a baby. And I'm like, oh my God, keep doing that. But when I was in my 20s, it would piss me off. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No.
I'm not a baby.
Absolutely not.
Now I'm like, no, yeah,
I'm like, wait,
for sure.
good.
I am so excited to see my Saturn. It just started returning. Which I
yes.
guess like I'm a late bloomer. I don't know.
Okay.
But March 8th was the start of my Saturn return.
So, like, tell me a little bit more. I first learned about Ariana Grande song, then Zara Larson song, amazing. Then I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting this concept. It's just that, like, literally Saturn is returning since you were born.
Exactly.
What's it symbolize?
So I'm not the best person to ask about this. I would say that's like more for like the ethereal girls and the non-binary divas of Bushwick.
100%.
But I can at least put my 2 cents. And I think that like when your Saturn's returning, you experience like there's like a few. Listen, there's a few different areas that it could affect. Maybe it was finances, professional, like personal, whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of change seems to coincide with your Saturn return. So it's about how you navigate that return.
Cool.
Right?
I like
Are
that.
you going to grab it by the horns?
Yeah. Are you
going to ride it out? And you're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to make this Saturn return. I bitch. Right? And we're going to make that work.
This Saturn is fucking returning
Right?
to
No,
me.
it's returning to me.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I'm going to push it away.
And
No, a lot of change has been happening since March 8th.
Yeah.
All very good things.
Good.
But like, I feel it coinciding with my 30th year.
Hell yeah.
Oh, only I want my face everywhere.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to be on billboards. Let's be delusional in our 30s.
You know what? I like that. Be a little, it's kind of how you manifest it or get that going. So I like that. That's all giving me, thank you for this.
Of course. You have hope.
I have hope. You are giving me hope.
I appreciate that.
So speaking of good things, you performed at the Netflix is a Joke Festival.
We did.
And what was that like? Did you do a set there and you performed with your counterpart for Good Children?
So we had a live show. It was at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, the Masonic Temple there.
Okay.
It was really unbelievable venue. We've only performed there once before in LA, but this was like such a cool space.
Yeah.
It's so nice when you feel like there's parasocial relationships when it comes to podcasting.
Yeah.
People like will listen and they know so much about me and my life because we do touch on pop culture, but it tends to be like more about us.
Yeah, it's like I feel like that's how you get to know the two of you, and it feels more like familial, so to speak.
And it's like you're watching Friends, so it's really nice to be able to hear people laugh in real time and like meet the listeners.
Cool.
So that was really, really special.
Yeah.
And Netflix is a Joke. Like that was a huge festival to be a part of.
Yeah.
Even though they did have this sign that said like festival so big, you're probably in it. Which I was like, wait, that was kind of like a diss because at the same time, you're right.
They just clocked your tea a little bit there.
I was like, wait, why are we in this? And then they just basically told me that it's so big. So they like, just threw us in.
Thank you so much for throwing me into that.
Right, but it was great. And I love LA. Like I think that might be coming up soon, but we're not sure.
Oh.
We're going to test out the waters.
Okay.
Dip my toes a bit.
Yeah, dip your toes a little bit. But you're an East Coast boy.
I am. So that's what like my whole family is here. And I love my family, of course. But I just feel called.
Yeah.
and I'm so seasonally depressed.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, that if I can strip away one slight layer,
yeah,
and see if that changes my life,
you might
well just be that.
That's what your 30s are for.
That's what it is.
That is where Saturn is pushing you towards.
Saturn's pushing me to LA, and I'm the first person that's ever experiencing that.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And thank you for being honest, because no one talks about it.
Yeah, of course. And like, I don't know where I'm gonna end up when I'm there. But
yeah, of course.
But yeah, no. So a lot of exciting things.
Especially, I feel like, I mean, yes, New York has an incredible comedy scene, but like LA has like so much going on there, especially with the groups that are out there, the scene, like being able to perform out there is also just like an exciting opportunity.
It is. And I'm just starting stand up. I'm trying to.
I am too.
Right. Yeah.
Just started in November.
It's scary. And we've done live shows again all the time for the podcast.
Yeah.
And it's so nice to be able to do that in front of or with your friend.
Yeah.
And we've performed to so many people.
Yeah.
And it's nice to get people to laugh when you're talking just like casually. When you get up on the stage for stand up, it is a completely different muscle.
Oh my God.
And I still want to be able to like carry over, like I'm just a talker and telling stories, which I'm trying to figure out because I had one show that I was like, oh, I slayed this. People were laughing. And then the next show that week, it was like talking to drywall. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm the least funniest person in the world.
I should quit.
I should quit.
I will quit everything.
I was looking at these girls and I was like, they were girl. Like,
like
and listen, like though. Like, demos are demos, but like
you always
being a straight girl.
Yes,
come on,
you laugh at all my stuff.
Like, let me tap my toes for a second. Like, let's start laughing. You know?
No,
gays are completely different. That's like, let me show a little tit. Like, I don't know what you want from me, but
you should already be laughing by my words, nothing else.
Nothing else. So that was really interesting to navigate. It is, but I'm excited for LA because of that reason to be able to like connect with other comedians there, hopefully.
Oh my God, yeah.
And podcasting is like, it's such a fun industry to be in that you meet so many people that I'm like, girl, what's up?
Girl, what's up?
You want to start a podcast?
No, I mean, that is, to a T, you understand it. It's like, it is a humiliation ritual getting up there.
It is.
And, you know, sharing your original thoughts that, you know, you're supposed to make it look like it's a stream, as you know, a stream of consciousness, but it is prepared, written out, you know, played for audiences. And then it's like, when you don't get a laugh, you're like, so you think I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Oh.
You hate me.
So I put a lot of work into that.
I put a lot of work into that. Now you hate me.
Right.
When it works, one of the most, like, I get on it. I don't need to drink.
Dopamine.
It's dopamine, euphoria, like the rush I feel. I'm like, oh, I did that.
Oh, it's like, oh, I have a personality. I'm like,
Clocked.
Sorry, guys.
I made you laugh. Thank you.
But like that is also like when you can like also remind yourself that other people that are in the audience aren't doing it, even if they like are comedians, whatever, like they're not the one getting on stage. It's really hard to do that in the first place. So like even if you bombed,
you're up there.
You did it.
Yep.
You know.
And I remind myself too, like when I'm watching, whether literally it's TikToks, I'm watching the late night shows, clips.
Right.
And I find something so funny. I may not necessarily laugh my ass off, but I'm sitting here being like, wait, that was so funny and so good. That there are people out there who are not going to laugh their ass off, but they will appreciate what you're doing. Right. And that should just be a win in itself.
And just a little bit of charisma on the stage.
Hell yeah. Then
Sue me,
baby.
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Wait, what is that?
Get me on Drag Race.
I know.
There it is.
Right?
Right.
You would be a great guest host for a drag. I mean,
I would love.
That would be cool.
I would love. I also have like. Listen, we don't have to get into it, but I like there's so many things that like I have thought that I also would love to do drag one day. Of course, it's an actual art form, so it's not like you can just put a wig on and I'm like, oh, I could be a drag because like you're with a group of gay people watching Drag Race and they're like, no, why she is not. I'm like, okay,
you're like the biggest.
You take up the sewing machine.
Yes,
you put in work.
You put in work, girl.
Because it's not gonna happen like that.
No.
But I do love like the performance aspect and the comedy. It's just like
that's what's so cool. Like that whole art form is like it's not just, you know, getting dressed up. There is so many layers to it that make it that much more fun and engaging and exciting.
It's hard work.
It's hard. I used to be like, oh, as a kid growing up, seeing like I could maybe do this, and then you're watching and you're seeing the queens make their own outfits, write their own scripts, do all of this that you're just like, wait, no, I could not do that. That is, I can just be funny. I think.
Right.
I think. You know.
Like,
okay. Well, that's gonna be. We're gonna put that on your 30s checklist.
Let's put it on a vision board.
Vision mood board check.
Let's put it out into the ether.
Well, okay, Andrew, I'm excited that you're here because not only do I think you're so hysterical, but you are in touch with pop culture, which I'm so grateful for because it's an important thing to be knowledgeable about, be able to talk about. So in this little fun segment, it's going to be called Does This Matter to Andrew? And I'm just going to run through, could be rapid fire, could be, let's dive in and talk about it, of things in the pop culture zeitgeist that I want to know if you care about.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's do it. So Diane Warren and Cher, I think they've met before.
Okay.
But they just, on social media last week, they met each other and they took a photo.
Okay.
And Cher went up to Diane Warren and was like, I love you, but you're so annoying. And then they put the picture up, captioned it. I'm like, oh, okay, obsessed. Do you like Diane Warren? Do you know who she is? Do you like Cher? Do you love that they had this little moment of...
I love Cher.
Yeah. Sure.
Diane Warren, I actually am not too familiar with.
Fair enough.
But
she's the woman who's lost like 17 Academy Awards for writing songs. If that makes any
sense. No, but that actually like just put a pit in my stomach.
Yep.
But I will say, really iconic behavior that she was able to say how she felt about Cher. Not to say that I think that if someone came up to me and said, literally love your work, but you are so annoying. I think that would be, I would delete my social media accounts. I would immediately fire my manager and I would say, I'm
done
going into sales. So that would be it on me.
Yeah.
But did Cher ever like comment on how that made her feel?
It was Cher that said it to Diane Warren.
Cher. Oh, for some reason. Okay, then.
But I totally get what you clocked. But
okay, then, and if that's the case, Cher has got it going. But if Diane Warren has already been hit after hit after hit after hit and getting that extra hit.
Yes.
Oh, babe,
let's put up the pen. Like, no more writing songs. Well, it always makes me laugh because Cher, I'm also chronically online on Twitter, and her old tweets always get like resurfaced, retweeted, and like one of them was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with my career, verbatim. Other times she's like randomly like trying to find her iPad on Twitter, and she's tweeting looking for it. So like, I love that Cher is just like truly unfiltered, will say whatever she wants. And I guess at that age and also being such an icon, you can
That's the way that you should. Like, I don't have a Twitter, which is a crazy thing about me.
Okay.
I know. Wow. And I talk to my friends and they're like, Andrew, you need to start a Twitter. But then I'm like, because I also just like love to say stupid things, but I also feel like Twitter has been blurred in a way sometimes of like, I don't want to listen. Anybody can post whatever they want to do, but like, I'm not trying to like pop it out a bit.
Okay.
You know,
that's
sometimes.
Totally
Sometimes.
Yes,
but I think that's the way that you're supposed to tweet is how Cher tweets. It's like looking for my iPad.
Yes.
Like
great, amazing. Like, can we help you, Cher? Like, that's why I loved Twitter way back in like high school, or I think I started one in grammar school. That my Twitter name was Gaga Lover 551.
And put your paws up.
And I love tweeting unfiltered shit because that's what it was for. But now it's like turned into a war zone, and I'm like,
I know. I looked at my Twitter from when I was in high school, and the things that I was tweeting were like insane. I was like, it'll just be like listening to Katy Perry. Hashtag Katy Cat. And I'm like, oh shit, that didn't age well.
That didn't age well. Oh shit. No, I exactly. Like, I do miss those unfiltered days.
But I do care about that.
Thank you for caring about that.
You're welcome.
Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Okay, obsessed.
They were just renewed for a second season, upfronts week. So there's so many announcements happening with like TV and whatnot. They are just like truly my new, talk about parasocial relationship, my new friend group.
It feels so wild because when I started the show, I had no expectations. I was like, what the hell is going on in Rhode Island?
Yeah, right.
But the crossover between Rhode Island and Long Island was a parallel I was not thinking I was going to see.
I completely
They're
understand.
Like, again, Italian presenting or Italian.
Yes.
And the accents alone.
Their voice, their diction, like the way that... Instead of saying rumors, one of the women, Liz, goes, there's echoes. I'm like, I'm going to starting sentences. Like, if I'm starting a rumor, there's echoes.
Yeah.
There's been echoes. Or like when one of the wives' husbands are cheating, she's like, but he is, ma. I'm like, I'm obsessed with how they talk. And they don't seem like they're like fame hungry whatsoever. They literally are like, no. Like, these are our true lives. We're friends with these people.
Yeah. It feels like family. It genuinely feels like family. I was looking at a lot of, like, I know a few of their names because I feel like we're only 6 episodes in.
Yeah, so it's still early.
It takes me so long for me. Like, it took me about 2 seasons on Salt Lake to like figure out who Mary was. Like, I and now I can't get her out of my mouth.
Right, of course.
But with Rhode Island, I was like, that feels like my aunts.
No, yep.
And I would meet them, and they don't feel there are some franchises that feel like we're a little bit fame hungry.
Yep.
You
And
know,
we're
Salt Lake
doing
is
this
a
for
little
a
bit
check.
there, but
Yep.
I love that franchise
Yes.
too. But they are just so new to it, and I can't wait to see them grow.
No, same. Okay, I'm glad you're
Rooting
obsessed.
for them like they're my child.
No, literally, like, that's my kid up there. Like, show some respect.
Right.
Wordle is being turned into a game show hosted by Savannah Guthrie. What? I know. Yeah, right?
Oh, that just felt
that felt dark.
Really, there's a dark energy in this space. Okay. So I would say, do I care about that? I'm gonna have to say no.
No, that's okay.
My mom is gonna eat that up. Oh my God, she is going to have a Savannah Guthrie shirt on, watching the Wordle, being like, I should be on this show.
I should be on the show. I could be really. Is it? But then I get worried. Is it not Wheel of Fortune? I mean, granted, 5-letter words, but like.
It is genuinely Wheel of Fortune. It's been done. It's like there's so many shows like that.
Yes.
Sometimes I want to get people in a room.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to like making a show and say, who here has an original thought? Because I don't know, how did we go from here to here?
Yep.
Like, why did Wordle need to be a show?
Right, how did that get greenlit? How did a bunch of executives in a room go, this
is the one.
This is the one. This is going to make us millions. And it's like, no one was there to say, are we worried that this could be Wheel of Fortune, but like shorter?
And like, Savannah Guthrie was in like negotiations during this most recent time. Like, everything just feels
so dark.
Like I'm living in a simulation.
We are living in a simulation. I completely agree. And it's, right. I don't care. I won't care to watch it, but it's interesting enough news, right? Like,
bring me on the show.
But I'll do it.
Like, I'll win.
The James Charles Spirit Airlines video. Have you seen that?
I've seen it. I just think that at the end of the day, if we haven't learned, don't react too quick. It just feels, especially when your whole brand is being online, it feels, let's give it a beat before I have to comment on the Spirit Airlines of it all.
And I think what was so fascinating is that, like, no one was asking, like, there was no like, oh my gosh, James Charles, someone DM'd you, like, we need you to respond. No one asked for this video.
No one asked for that video. And also,
no one knew about it.
Also in like in a vulnerable time in somebody's life to then amplify it in a way that was to put them down. I just would never do that. So I can't see the reality for James there.
Sure.
That is something that I can't even. We dip a toe, and then I say, "Oh, water's too cold.
I'm getting out.
Go.
I'm out. I'm out of that one." No. Dua Lipa files a $15 million lawsuit against Samsung because they used her likeness and image to sell TVs. I mean,
that is. I mean, Samsung's gonna cough up $50 million in a second.
Of course,
they're just gonna say, "Dua, don't even."
Vacations paid for.
On one side, I'm like, what an honor that they would use you. You're an icon.
To sell a TV.
To sell a TV. Incredible. Like, you're at the Mecca, you're in tech. You're a woman in STEM.
You're a woman in STEM.
Okay. That's great.
That's important.
But I'm fully on her side for.
Of course.
I would have even. 15 million.
That's like you said, Samsung can pay that in one night.
Samsung's paying like some brand deals for more than 15 million.
Come on now. No, I'm like obsessed. My only fear is that she will use this money for vacations and she won't get her ass back in that studio.
I know.
Get your ass back in that studio.
Like, I feel like she's just like, she's chilling right now.
Chilling.
She kind of lives the dream.
No, she does. Like, everyone's pissed that she's on vacation. I go, what would you want a rich person to do?
What would you want to do?
Seriously.
You want to work?
You want to be in New Jersey or California? Go somewhere.
If I told you right now, you could rap. I'm kidding. You could put this microphone down and you can be in Croatia for a year
and maybe be known as a pop singer.
And you got 15 million. I got
15 million because I'm suing someone.
Bye.
Okay,
bye. See you guys.
You won't hear me from me again.
Bye, Blabberhead. No.
Blabberheads, we're going on hiatus.
Right.
We're going on hiatus.
Right.
No, literally.
Okay. People are gonna be upset about that, but I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too. Benedict Cumberbatch got into a 10-minute road rage match with a fellow biker in New York because they were fighting over traffic violations with biking.
That just feels like, you know what, Benedict? You were channeling something that was not happening in that moment. Something was going on in your day
internally
that you felt like you needed to get into a scream off match rift with a man who on a bike. That just feels like,
let's take a beat before we react.
Let's take a beat and let's get men into therapy.
Yeah. You know what?
That's rage.
That's
and
rage,
I know a thing or two about you know, not being in
rage.
therapy and being in road rage.
Yes.
Road rage for me, though, that's just like so Long Island.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's like built in your DNA. I get it too.
I get scared sometimes because I'll be driving and I'll be like, what the fuck, man? And I'm like, oh,
wait.
Whoa. Got a trade.
What was that? Oh my God. TL trade. What?
Like, that's insane. But, yeah, no, I'm not trying to.
No.
I'm not trying to cause problems.
No.
He needs to take a beat.
The Midnight Sun Girls Trip remix album with Zara Larsson. I that was actually like a fake one because I knew you would care about it.
Yeah.
Thank you for shaking your head. For our listeners at home, this is incredibly important.
Amazing. Shakira feature, like that song is. I think that Zara Larsson's team is one of the smartest teams that has ever existed currently.
Yes.
I'm so happy. I mean, she's been relevant forever, but like I'm happy she's finally getting her flowers. This new album with all of these features, it hits every single market.
Yes.
She is a genius. Yes, genius.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's fascinating to see her find, like you said, get her flowers. She's been around making. I've loved her music for the last 10 years and I've been an avid fan. And to see it like this album get more discovered, and then to see her create like this whole new concept with all these women who are arguably just as talented. Some of them also hopefully will get their heyday, because I feel like she picked artists that she was not like, oh, I'm gonna go pick every big artist that I could. It's fun to see her empowering other female artists that don't necessarily get the same kind of moment or just exposure at this moment. And I'm liking how it all sounds.
I love that she sees value in people and wants to amplify them, and it's incredible. I hate to almost ask you a question, but it's because of this album.
Please,
what are your thoughts on everything going on with Eli?
That just came across my desk.
Right,
I saw Eli tweet about what Taylor Swift, and like how Eli wants to like have Taylor Swift speak for independent artists, you know, and make sure that not only they're getting the rights for royalties for songwriting, because it is all very true. Like,
it is.
I feel like I've been watching this. I'm also like a music nut where I'm like obsessed with learning the behind the scenes charts. Not like I'm like this Taylor Swift charty, like this deserves to be number one. Just more like fascinating how it works and learning about how, which is so true, like independent artists, smaller artists.
I can't imagine.
I was shocked that she was very quick to like, I'm going to call it Taylor Swift. But it wasn't like a negative.
No, it wasn't like super negative. I think this was the problem. Is like,
tell me.
Taylor Swift has the power to just say anything and like it's seen or heard, right? Like that's the power that she has.
Yep.
I'm also I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I love most of her music.
Yeah.
I explain Taylor Swift to people in my life that are, they'll be like, oh, you like Taylor Swift? I'm like, it's like somebody, it's like family, because when I was in high school or when I was in middle school to high school, she came at a time where I needed her the most, right? And it's kind of like I didn't want to turn my back on her unless she got severely canceled. Some albums I didn't really listen to as much as others.
That's fair.
Whatever. But I'm not going to come at somebody's throat if they were going to talk about her.
Yeah.
I think with Eli wanted to speak her mind about how she was feeling, and then it kind of spiraled into, we're getting Swifties now coming for Eli because they're attacking their you know, person.
Yeah.
And that's where it got sticky.
Yeah.
And then Eli was like, well, are we going to talk about Olivia Rodrigo? And then, you know, once we get messy, the girls are fighting. I think that, like, coming from Eli, she made really, really good points.
Yeah.
And interesting to see the discourse unfold.
No, I couldn't agree more. And I think that's what's also fascinating, because there's a lot of quiet conversations happening, especially about the Olivia Rodrigo of it all, and how she's been, or, you know, we don't know everything. We don't know all the details all the time, and we don't know the full story here. But especially if she's calling that out, and then it adds more fuel to the fire, more conversation. I get it though. If she's also trying to like defend herself or present something that will allow her to be like, well, this is also kind of weirdly related to the songwriting royalties of it all.
100%.
Watching what you say and how you present yourself can be tough, and trying to get your point across, especially when you're aligning it to someone like Taylor Swift, who is this, you know, truly a giant in the music industry.
Yeah.
And I think Pop Crave had tweeted about Eli before, and I learned about her, and then seeing her on the Zara Larsson album, it was like even more cool to see
her music. I started listening because of TikTok. But Girl of Your Dreams came across my page, and it is so good. It's like 2000s style pop, and it just. Yeah, she had such good branding at the beginning, and she still is such a talented artist. But like, it's fun, and I'm happy that like somebody like Zara was able to like
notice
see that star and be like, let's put her on.
Yeah.
It's fun.
That's why I'm like obsessed with the album, and it goes into the larger conversation of like we're seeing other pop girls do remixes. Like Pink Pantheress has done a whole remix album. Lady Gaga way back when, Charlie XCX. Like I think that's such a cool concept to like give another life to your album, do it differently, change it up. So I just feel like we've been fed recently by all the pop singers.
Oh yeah,
pop
it's
girls.
like feed or gain a relationship with the pop girls. I'm the gainer for them. Yeah,
quite literally. There is a girl currently on a 50-day bender of drinking on TikTok. Have you heard about this at all?
I have not seen
this.
Damn,
okay. That's
but explain it to me.
Quickly, these two girls on a podcast, I forget the podcast name, they were talking about how much hate this girl is getting from going on a 50-day bender. But they were explaining that like this sounds worse than it is. The girl is just like, oh, every day I'm going to go to a baseball game and have a beer. I'm going to go to a winery and go have a wine with my friends. She's like, let me just see how many days I can go with going out, seeing with friends. And I think some influencer called her out and was like, you don't even have 10,000 followers. Like, what are you doing this for? And apparently now it's like grown. She's now getting more followers. It's like, it's just becoming this bit.
I love an influencer calling someone out for not having 10,000 followers.
I'm like
the whole point of trying to be on the internet is posting every day to gain followers.
Yes. It's like the antithesis. That is literally that's the antithesis of what's going on here.
What makes you an influencer?
No, literally. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do a 50-day bender.
No.
I have to do more research on it. But would that be anything you'd ever do?
I feel like I've been on a year bender. Like every single day, I'm like, what the heck? I'm getting drinks with friends.
So true. I always feel like I'm getting cornered into having drinks with friends.
That's what it is. Or it's like, yeah, let's go. But I've been a lot more cognizant of like going out to dinner and being like, I'm just gonna get a Diet Coke.
So good of you.
Today I'm gonna get a Diet Coke. Like let's maybe sometimes just get the seltzer.
Let's just get the seltzer.
Because I don't need the dirty vodka martini. Because one sometimes turns into four.
Yep.
And then once four hits,
girl,
I'm saying I'm crying in the corner.
I'm crying in the corner.
And I'm telling you things that you should have done.
Okay. I'm playing games with my friends and saying, time to text your threes. Yep. And that means text the three guys you talked to last. Dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Literally the most dangerous game I've ever played.
Your threes is crazy.
Text your threes. We're always like, that's time to text our threes. No, do not do that.
I kind of love that.
Isn't it fun?
But it's kind of fun. Like that's dangerous though, because I couldn't, like me after drinking or like even smoking or anything, get my phone away from me.
No, I need a breathalyzer on that thing to open up. Like put that away from me.
But I'm just inappropriate in general that I feel so comfortable with people right off the bat when I meet them that like the conversation will get, I will say vulgar, vulnerable and disgustingly vulgar that that other person, if they're not normally used to talking about things like that, are going to be like, what just happened?
Yep.
But then they usually leave and they're like, whoa, I needed that.
Yes.
I'm like, girl, you do need that. Go get those cheese claps.
If we don't do it, who will? Like,
exactly.
Come on. Like, I think it's fun to, when you're meeting people, are like, let's get real here, because we're at an age where like, okay, I may not see you again, so I would like to have a lasting impression if I'm going to talk to a stranger, or we could become friends, what have you. And
come on, the Protestant era. Like, what do you want? Why am I hiding? Why am I hiding from you?
People are still like, oh, I'm an introvert. I'm like, babe, you're an adult. We're 30 years old. No one's an introvert. Get your ass up and talk to people and share your fucking life.
Don't be scared.
Come on. This is how you live your life. Like, we're not doing this introverted shit anymore. No. You have to talk to people.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to sue your ass.
I'm going to sue your ass. But I could, if you want me to speak for you, I'll speak for you.
No, I will do that as well.
But like, as long as it takes for you to feel comfortable, I will stand right next to you until that happens.
Andrew literally took the words out of my mouth. That is why half the time I'm oversharing. Because I'm like,
always.
This will make you feel comfortable.
Right.
And usually it's about my sex life, and there's no reason to be sharing that, but it does
and then they
work.
Start laughing, and you're like, okay, not too much with that.
Okay, so that wasn't a joke. That wasn't a joke.
That was real.
We're back with another special segment sponsored by our friends at NYX Professional Makeup. As it comes to no surprise, I am a blabbermouth here in the office. I love to chat. And that's kind of why I love actually coming into the office, you know? Don't you love that feeling when you're like, I'm not going to be scheduling a 30-minute meeting just for work. I'm going to be scheduling this to talk to my coworker. That's what I like to think that this is. This is a special segment called Mouth Off, where I'm joined by my fellow Betch and content creator, Cassie Green, and we're just going to get things off our chest and socialize, but also gossip a little bit, I feel like.
I'm so glad that we're doing this. Also, I feel like I only ever see you blabbing at the office.
No, you're right. No one ever sees me work.
You work here.
No one really ever does. And if my boss is listening, just know it does not affect my productivity, okay? You look fabulous.
Thank
and
you.
What shade of fat mat are you wearing today?
I'm wearing number 15, Fuzzy Flame. I'm so glad you noticed because I was going to get really mad if you didn't.
Well, it matches your stockings. They literally match wonderfully.
Yeah, I kind of built my whole outfit around my lip because I'm kind of extra like that.
I like that.
I'm a big lipstick girl, so like it's always about the lipstick.
It's always about the lips. Then everything else comes into place afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we should just get into it.
Yeah, let's mouth off.
Let's get ready to mouth off. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Today's question. We have my group of girlfriends loves to travel together, but I've noticed that one of us is a little lax about paying back the group's Venmos. Should I confront her about it, or is the nudge on Venmo enough?
What we're going to do, you're going to send this video. This is a PSA to our flakiest friend.
PSA,
okay?
Listen up.
We love you, but your $90 portion of our order for the table, which nobody likes, thing.
Never.
Okay, we're not Taylor Swift. That is not your college tuition. You have to pay us back, please. Please, okay? In this economy, I'm like, I am one overpriced latte away from bankruptcy.
And you know what? I was just on a girls' trip to Napa Valley. The wine is not cheap out there.
I know that post-trip audit hit your bank account.
I just paid it yesterday.
Yeah, see, because you're not flaky.
Oh, she was scary. I was about to declare bankruptcy. Talk about that. No, but I think there is some reasoning behind giving some time before you're going to charge everyone. Make sure that everybody puts their expenses in. But please, if this is a repeat offender and they're constantly doing this to you, yeah, you need to confront them. Hold your friends accountable, because at that point, that's what true friendship is. You want to make sure that they know you need the money back ASAP. And
yeah, ASAP. I rent.
Right? I've got rent. I've got bills to pay.
I've got fat mats to buy.
I got fat mats to buy. I've got so much. You want your friends to hold you accountable. You don't need them to be flaky. You shouldn't be flaky.
We don't have room for flaky friends, flaky lips. No more flaky.
I need you to tell me when my outfit looks bad, if I need a touch up, or if I'm dating a really guy.
And I need you to Venmo me $180.
Oh, I know that's right. Cassie, thank you so much for joining me to mouth off.
Well, thanks for mouthing off with me.
Of course.
And thanks to NYX Professional Makeup for mouthing off with us. If you are feeling the 2016 nostalgia, this is the lip product for you, because I, back in 2016, was showing up to first period with a bold, crusty, cracky lip, and I still love that lip. I still love that look, but now we have leveled up. Now we are soft, we are creamy, and we are not cracking.
That's okay. You learn from that, and now you have NYX to help you out with it.
No, we have evolved. We have grown up. And if you want to try it for yourself, head to nyxcosmetics.com. That is nyxcosmetics.com.
Okay, well, does that matter? Andrew, thank you for caring so much about mostly all the things that we just discussed. Now, I want to know if something else has come across your desk. Okay. This is, sometimes I sing this little intro. It's like, why is this trending? Ooh, that was actually pretty good.
That was really good.
Thank you.
It's because I brought that out.
You made me feel comfortable to sing. Have you seen this TikTok trend where it's not proud of it, but gay enough to say it? Andrew, our For You pages are just like...
My For You page.
What is your For You page?
No, it's like... It is
Safe
just
space.
like,
You can share.
Come with me to the best pizzeria in all of New York City. And then you're just like, oh, and it's just food porn.
That's amazing.
Is it?
No,
because
I love food.
I'm just like consuming that content and I'm commenting like living for this, like hoping that food creator like taps my comment.
And when they want to invite you.
Right. Like I just want to like eat with the girls and chat. So
yeah,
a lot of my For You page is that.
So basically this is like, oh God, like I'm really not proud of it. I shouldn't say it, but I am gay enough to say this, that, you know what, I'm gay, so I did it, and now I'm going to share it. The one example that came across my desk was this guy was like, oh, I'm at an airport. I just hooked up with a guy in a handicapped bathroom. And of course, while we're leaving the handicapped bathroom stall, someone who is handicapped is waiting to use it with the airport employee that was been pushing them around. And he's just like, is so bad. And like everyone is like, oh my God. And the comments were actually like hysterical, supporting him, but also being like, be mindful. And then this becomes this trend where it's like, what have you done that you're like, good Lord, this is not something I should have done, but I'm saying it because I'm gay. So I've been like going through deep dives. A lot of them, of course, are sexual.
Right.
But one that I would probably record that's safe for work, so don't worry, blabberheads. While I was in high school, I had so much armpit hair, and like I was already getting so much hair on my chest. I started using my mom's, like the little razor shaver electric that like women use to like shave their little hairs on there. I was using to shave my whole body. I was like, get this body hair off of me.
I am dead.
I was not proud, obviously, to look back, but I'm like, you know what? That makes sense that I did that as a little gay boy.
Yeah, you wanted to be smooth.
I wanted to be smooth.
Like just to be a twig for a sec. Like,
right.
Sue me.
I've never been a twink, and that was my one time to be a twink. So, I'm gay enough to say it. Is there anything, and you may not have one right now, but maybe this is what you save for your own TikTok.
Right.
But is there anything you're like, oh God, I'm not proud to say it, but I am gay enough to say it?
There are so many stories that I have. I fear that the blabberheads, it would be a little bit.
It'd be scary. We're putting that on the Patreon, guys.
Yeah, I can do Patreon content until the day
that
is
you
done.
die. Perfect.
But I don't have one right off the top
That's
of my head.
so fine.
If it hits me towards the end, though, I'll cut you off and I'll say.
Please. That's kind of what's trending on my For You page. Is there anything trending on yours besides food?
Besides food and just like I've also, there's nothing like specifically trending. I just also love Ring doorbell camera footage. That's like some of my favorite things ever.
Yes.
I rewatched the same video. There's this girl this woman, and she's like walking her dog and she's smoking a cigarette and she's talking like this. And then there's the woman who's like, she's on a trip and she's talking through the Ring camera and she's like, can you get the package? It's just like, what? She's like so disoriented, and then they're just having a conversation through it.
Sure.
And it's like I really crack up.
No,
at
like that.
Stuff like that.
Well, that's kind of our show, Andrew. Literally.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for blabbing with us. I appreciate you like being game to just talk about anything and everything that I said.
Of course.
Where can we find you? What can we see you doing next, Andrew? Please tell the blabberheads.
Oh my God, there's so many things in the works. You
can
can
keep
I'm gonna
quiet,
keep
sure.
it like, well, again, I'm starting my stand up, but you can find me across all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram at Andrew Muscarella, if you know how to spell that, and then on TikTok at Andrew_Muskie with a Y.
Ooh,
and then if you want to listen to my podcast, it's Good Children Pod. It's been 4 years of genuinely blabbing.
That's
and
incredible.
Nostalgia, comedy, the whole thing. And hopefully, again, you'll see my face on every single billboard across the world.
Yes, we will be.
Like, I'm going to be big in South Korea.
You can follow me at Will Ozer, same on TikTok. Follow me for all the Betches content too at the Betches main account. Thanks for blabbing with us.